that, oh, for female DJs to thrive now, they must play around naked. They must shake their bums and all. There's no bum to shake here. So no, there's no bum to shake. So you can't come to me and suggest that in order for you to make everything like better for your brand, you need to start wearing a G-string and shaking your bums and what am I gonna
What are you
shake?
gonna shake?
What am I gonna shake? And you now, because now you're my manager, you are forgetting the target market that I had.
Yeah.
Hello, people. Welcome to the Fresh Prince of Hope podcast, hosted by Eva. And thank you for another beautiful year. We are here with the award-winning. Wait, we even start. Yeah, with our award-winning teaching. How are you? Also, my cousin guy. How are you?
Good, I'm good. How are you?
Good, great, seeing you, yeah, back again.
Compliments.
So yeah, I said, welcome again to the Fresh Prince of Talk podcast. It has been a very long overdue
It's been long overdue.
episode. So yeah, it's gonna be that. So, I laugh,
Mm-hmm.
everything with that and hacking into everything. Teacher, trick.
Yeah.
Yes, tell us about you. Tell us.
I'm just a girl from Matopet, that fell in love with music. At first, it was singing that I fell in love with.
Oh,
But, to break into the industry with singing, it's very difficult. But I saw a gap with DJing. It was going to be much easier because there's a gap. There was not a lot of female DJs. It was easier when you just stand in front of people and you just play music, you're not performing.
okay.
So you're not as nervous as you would be if you're performing. So I thought maybe I should start with something like this instead of the singing. And it went out quite well. I fell in love with it even more when I decided that singing can wait. And it's been waiting.
Well, hey, guys, you just learned something new about the Chico Street. Like the fact that, when we see you there, filling the spaces, you're going out, gigs and everything. Where did it actually start? When? Like, in that time frame of your life, where did you realize, as much as you're saying, the singing part and the teaching,
Yeah.
when did you actually realize, no, man, that is something I really want to do?
I think it was in 2012 when I decided. I was filling spaces that only males would fill. It's a male-dominant industry, in as much as now there's a lot of us female DJs, but it's still right. So I decided there and then that now this is exactly what I want to do. This is where I'm happy. This is my happy place. This is where I feel at home.
Yeah. It's something, let's say, when it comes to being a brand, because that's one thing I really want to actually get touched about it. Like, you don't really talk about it because all we're seeing is, okay, we're seeing DJ no tricks. We don't know what is this that actually to be a brand. Let's just start from there. I would like us to really start.
Well, first, the brand is your image. It's the image of it. Let me put it like this. It's like a company. How you view or how you perceive a certain brand, that's it being brand. You see, I can't just do whatever I want or however I want without me influencing other people somehow. That's my brand. If I want to brand myself to be someone that's very respected, very sophisticated, someone that's only playing at corporate events, respectable events, not just with little money and all of that, I have to brand myself a certain way. I have to be perceived in that way in order for me to sell to the people that I want to sell to. So branding is very tricky. It's very difficult, and it demands a lot of money, a lot of effort, and you need to be very patient with yourself. It doesn't just come easy.
Yeah, because it's also this thing, like you are saying, in terms of brands, the associating when it comes to the brand. because that's really one thing I would get to, you know, sing from a renowned award-winning DJ. I'm gonna repeat that again. But yeah, how is it when it comes to the associating? Like, okay, now, since okay, you are this brand, and in terms of who you get to associate yourself with, must it be people that alongside your brand, or must it, how much influence does it have, or how much impact does it have? Association.
It depends how fast you want to get to where you want to go. So you can keep the friends that you've had since high school. You can keep your close family members. You don't have to cut anyone off, but you need to prioritize your brand. If this is your bread and butter, it's not just a hobby. You need to associate with the right people that are gonna take you to the right places. It's very important to associate yourself with people that ahead of you. And those are people that are gonna contribute positively into your brand. You understand? So if now I'm gonna associate myself with a certain record or someone that's at a certain record label that has been selling albums and EPs, that has music videos and all of that, that's someone that can inspire me to be better. That's someone that can actually show me that in this industry we do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 to jump to this level. In this industry, you need to have this type of attitude when you're dealing with specific things. And that's not something that you can get from your high school friends that are doing the that are in what's this admin and all of that. You're not gonna get it from them. So if you associate with people that are in the same industry as you, it's gonna help grow your brand. It's gonna help you strengthen your brand. You will inspire each other.
Yeah, but I know that's when it comes to the inspiration part, like because different people take it in different ways. Yeah, but I see, okay, like for instance, from a matter of faith,
Yes.
and you're actually if I'm correct, the first female DJ.
Yes.
Like, and how is that? Like you were saying, the influence that comes with that. Do you feel like sometimes maybe you get to be in this high pedestal in which you feel like you've got too much? How do I put this? Like,
Pressure.
yeah, because now you understand it's okay. I'm the first one that's doing it. Obviously, there's a lot of people that are looking up to me. There's a lot of people that are like, okay, no, you're the scared one. So when it comes to dealing with such, having such responsibility as noxious, how do you go about it?
I've always had that with me. Remember, I was an A+ student. I always participated in activities at school. So I'm used to being sort of like a role model to people.
Okay.
I'm used to being a good example to people. And to break out of this thing that you must go a certain route, you must take certain careers can never ever be able to come out of places like Matafet. I wanted to break that, and I wanted to do something that I want, and to show people that it's okay to do art and make a living out of it. It's okay to become a model tomorrow and make a living out of it. It's okay. But there is a lot of pressure that does come with that. I won't lie about it. There is a lot of pressure because now people expect great things from you. You would just be walking to the shop to buy bread. To me, it's just a job.
Yeah.
You know, I don't see myself like that. If I went to school with you, you're still better classmate with me. There's nothing has changed. I'm still the same person. You can still walk with me to the shop and we'll talk about nothing. You see, but if you would come to me and you have the same interest in the same thing, and you want advice and you want me to assist you, and you're already maybe sometimes in the industry, and you want me to assist you to get to certain people or advise you on how to get the right connections and all of that, I'm willing to assist when it comes to it. But I'm not a magician.
That's true.
You know, all of this didn't come easy. It's very hard. And being the first female DJ, it was a bit of a shock to a lot of people. Many didn't understand. I'm a female. I work at a club. I work at night. Sometimes I wear you've been clothes. They didn't understand that part. What is she actually doing at night wearing short things?
Mm-hmm.
So you know the type of talks that are gonna be there.
Exactly. Speaking of that, when it comes to now the dressing, okay, how do you actually be like, okay, now I have to dress myself a certain way because this type of brand, and how do it?
Used to dress me. Let's go shopping with you.
Yeah.
And what I also learned from a fellow colleague, someone that let me not say colleague, she was my mentor. When I started, I used to wear like guys
Okay.
because it was
Interesting.
extreme.
Oh, okay.
And then I met her, and she told me that no, you can wear like a lady. That's gonna sell you. So that's when I discovered that I actually love looking nice.
Yeah.
And I actually look better when I look nice.
Yeah.
And people receive me better when I look like a lady than when I look like a guy. You see? So I don't really plan on how I want to dress or whatever. Sometimes it's things I just go and buy whatever the thing wants. But many a times I just buy what I like.
Yeah, which is part of the next thing that I really want to say, the maintaining a brand. It's like you were saying from the get-go, okay, it is an expensive process, which a lot of people don't see because there's a lot that goes behind the brand. How is the maintaining part of it? How I don't want to ask to say it's difficult or whatever, but how is that whole process? You know, for somebody who's maybe, okay, I see you doing whatever, you always popping, you always at the ski, you always at the ski. The behind the scenes in most cases, how is that process?
Oh, it's a lot of work. It's a lot of work. First, it starts with the art. You need to be very good at what you're doing. It doesn't matter if you're going to show up there looking expensive, but your art is unpolished. You need to polish your art. You need to be very good. You need to know your story. That's the first thing you need to start with. Secondly, your image, how you look like. You need to look good. You need to smell nice. Two, you need to be friendly. You can't be rude to people that are supporting you. And you need to be willing to spend money. Let's do photo shoots. Sometimes you pay graphic designers to do posters for you to market your brand. Sometimes you call people to ask for interviews.
No.
Sometimes you call people to ask to connect you to people that are gonna give you certain things. There's studio sessions that you need to pay for. There are mixes for these radio stations that you need to sit down and spend. Maybe let's say it's a 20-minute mix. You make a mistake in the last 19 minutes, you also start fresh. You're gonna spend like, if you start afresh like 5 times, how many minutes have you spent there sitting? It's time gone that you'll never ever regain. That's how a brand is. It's a lot of work. The 1 hour that they book you for it's the simplest part. It's the most simplest part of it all.
Yeah, because also speaking of that, the creativeness that comes with just being an artist. Like I mentioned earlier on when I was talking about association. How important do you think it is for a creative like you, an artist, to be surrounded with other creatives? And in terms of that space, how do you know, okay, because I'm a DJ, does that mean as much as I'm associating myself with creatives, must it be people in my same field? Or must it be, how do you go about as a brand in terms of how you get to associate other creatives?
Like I said, it depends on how fast you want to get to where you want to go. You can associate yourself with other creatives like you, but where are they in the industry? Are they below you? Are they in the same level? Are they ahead of you? You see. So if you're gonna associate yourself with people that are in your industry, it must be it always needs to be beneficial. You see. Not in a bad way, but it was beneficial for your brand and theirs.
Stepping into being a brand, right? How did you realize, or when was the time in which Yarasa was okay, you were the artist and you're the brand, because the business behind the brand, differentiate in general. How do you get to do that? Because you manage yourself as far as I know, right? So how do you go about that? Because realizing, okay, the business now when it comes to being a brand.
Yeah.
How is that side?
Well, it's a bit tricky because now you have personal needs and the brand has their own personal needs.
Yeah.
You need to pay for photo shoots every 3 months. You need to pay your graphic designer. You need to pay your driver. You need to pay for a lot of services to keep the brand alive. You need to buy data. You need to buy airtime. You have to. There's a lot, but it's doable, especially if you're doing it alone. It's not manageable. It's not doable when you are dealing with a lot of people.
Hey.
They won't understand your vision. They won't understand your goal. You are the only one that knows what's good for your brain. You are the only one that knows what you want out of your brain. I can hire you today as an host, and you go out there and you look at other people and how they do things with their brain, and you see that, oh, for female DJs to thrive now, they must play around naked. They must shake their bums and all. There's no bum to shake. Yeah. So no, there's no bum to shake. So you can't come to me and suggest that in order for you to make everything like better for your brand, you need to start wearing a G-string and shaking your bums and like, what am I gonna?
What are you gonna say?
What am I gonna shake? And you now, because now you're my manager, you are forgetting the target market that I had.
Yeah.
So now you are coming for the 2000. I'm not for the 2000.
Because going into that, how do you now know it's okay? This is how do you as a brand get to see it's okay? As much as I'm an artist, but this is my market, right? Yeah. How do you get to realize that, or it's just something you're doing?
Well, for me, I'll speak for DJing. For me, because I play Afrotech, I understand the people that love Afrotech. Mostly, it's other races apart from Black. Mostly it's those ones. It's international music. You see?
Yeah.
So I don't expect a lot of young people to say that, yeah, deep phonetics and whatnot. Because now, Amapiano is hot and everyone is listening to them. Everyone is like saying all these things that are popular and all of that. But Afrotech is something different. It's more like electro. Yeah. It's more like techno and all of that. So tomorrow I can find myself in Amsterdam. Tomorrow I can find myself in Ibiza. Tomorrow I can find myself in Spain or wherever. You see? So that's what makes you realize what your target market is. It depends on what you play. And who are the people that support you and who are the people that enjoy. For instance, if you're on Spotify, you can check which countries most of your streamers are from. So now you know. So these are the type of people that enjoy my content. Nice. These are the type of people that enjoy my music. Then you start working more towards the people that are already supporting you.
Because I love the way you mentioned the international part. Because if you all didn't know, she went to Zanzibar. So that whole experience and that whole how did that come about?
It was through Music Creatives Workshop. Yeah. Music Creative Workshop is done by DJ Zoe. Okay. It's sponsored by a lot of departments from here in Kuala. It was also sponsored by Let's Go Zanzibar, fully sponsored by them. Okay. Yeah, so it's a traveling with a tour agency from Swaziland. Okay. Yeah, it's a tour agency from Swaziland. So they are the ones that organize the trip, return trips, the accommodation, and all of that. So yeah, it was a beautiful experience, I must say.
Because being there, I can just remember when I was in the play at the DK. How it's you then say, okay, that's about $1 million. That's the shit. Sure. Did you guys even know that? Hey, she was the billionaire. That's him.
Hey, I had money. That was the first time I was a millionaire ever in my life. I had a 20K bill in like paper money. 20K. That was my first time ever.
So is the 20K in one note? It's one note.
It's one note. It's one note. And the bill that I paid, I used my cards to swipe pay. So now they're coming to me and they're telling me, your bill is 32,000 shillings. but But in South African rand, it was like 190 something.
Oh my God.
It was like 190 something. But the fact that it was 30 something thousand.
Yeah.
My lunch only.
That was you were a millionaire. What?
International lunch.
So the culture that side, how is it? Like, it's it's kind of really nice. You want to go out there, like new people, new culture. How is it that like and the music scene as well? Because that's where you were playing.
Yeah.
Is it?
I can't say much about the music scene because where we went, it was a festival. So there were a variety of people that were performing there. Some were also from South Africa, So I can't really speak much on that because I didn't really have that much of an experience. But their performers, their artists are more like your North African entertainers, your Burna Boys and whatever. So they're more like the same kind of style. But their cultures, I think mostly when it comes to religion, they are more Muslim. Yeah, they're more Muslim there, that side.
Is it?
Yeah.
Oh,
They dress up. Like they dress full.
Wait,
They will judge you.
So you
Judge
with your shorts then.
shots. They will judge you. You can only do that at the resort when you stay because it's near the beach. You can walk around
Hey,
in your bikini or whatever.
hey,
But roaming around town with your bum shorts,
man.
they will look at you and they will judge you.
Wait, no. So in terms of Shogasi, that's the difference from it now South Africa.
Yeah.
When you get to like be in, let's say, in those outfits, how do you deal with the fans, especially the guys, and how the interaction with, okay, here comes the chin of 6 to you, how do you, if you're being like,
Yeah, it took me a long time to get used to it.
uh,
It took me a lot of time to actually even understand someone that just comes to you and say you look nice and they actually mean that. And someone that just comes to you because now they're lasting over you.
yeah,
It took me a lot of time to differentiate between the two. But now I know how to keep others at bay. When you come at me and you're that type that just it's lasting over me, I know how to deal with him.
yeah, yeah, I can only imagine with you. Wasn't
And so it's definitely not easy. Sometimes you deal with unprofessional managers, unprofessional promoters, unprofessional club owners, but you need to know your store. Because if you don't,
yeah. So and speaking into that, the booking parts,
yeah.
how you get paid and all that. How do you normally have those? Because you are managing yourself. How do you have those conversations? And how hard is it just to make that negotiation? You craft here and here. How is it?
Like we said, you need to make friends within the industry.
Yeah.
Some of them are your peers. Some of them are people that are ahead of you. Some are club owners, some are event organizers, some are just promoters, and all of that. Some of them are DJs. So they have this tendency of sending these resident DJs to call you, hey, Ntwana, yeah, but there's something that we are doing, Lana. Manje Tamara has 3 rand. Knowing very well that you don't charge 3 rand, you charge 10 rand. I'm like, dude, but you my guy. Is it your event or is it the person's event? No, it's his event, but he doesn't have money. So now it becomes difficult to decline the offer because now I have a friendship with you.
Yeah.
But should the owner come to me and we don't have that type of relationship, it's a different story. Because it has to be a different story. It's business at the end of the day. So it becomes a bit conflicting if it's someone that you have a relationship with that comes to you with an offer, that comes to you with a booking. It's not that they don't know you're with, but now it's a lot of under pressure. You would say, I need this person, come and do this. But then after you do that one favor for that one person, they'll go around telling everyone else that, this one I got here from this one. So it's a bit tricky. Sometimes you have to decline the offer, knowing very well you need the money.
No tricks there. There's this one unique hairstyle of yours.
Yeah.
That's the way to. What's the story behind that one?
It's me being indecisive whether I want to cut my hair or not. Yeah, I want to cut my hair, but I don't want to cut my hair.
Because that's it. There's always a phase whenever we get to see that not shake.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah, Kalajigi, but no. I'm not sure if I want to cut my hair or not. So, sometimes they come in wolves dressed in sheep's clothing. Sometimes they come as wolves, and I don't believe that they're wolves. So it's a lot to do, actually. So it's tricky. But the sad part is, oftentimes I would attract cloud chasers. They don't come to me because they genuinely like me as a person. They like the brand. Only to find that when they get to know me as a normal citizen, they don't like me. I'm boring.
But for being a DJ, you go out to my gigs and everything. So, it's not just different from Mapu.
Very different. Very different. I'm actually an introvert. I don't like being around. I don't like being around people alone. You know that though. I don't like being around people a lot.
Not a lot of people do that.
Yeah, I don't like being around people a lot. I like to keep myself very small, and I'm a very private person. Yeah, well, if you see me out there, I'll smile, make small talk, and all of that. But I'd prefer for you to not know anything about me.
Yeah,
Mm.
because Nakona, being in that spotlight as Leopold, it's really like in most cases, even your personal life,
Yeah.
you know about that much exposed. So, when it comes to like Neva, you're saying having a small circle, is that one of also those things that would see have at least that space to you,
Yes.
or what?
Yes. I want to have people around me that are genuine, people that are also busy with something in life, people that don't care that I'm a DJ or that I'm popping, people that even forget
Yeah.
who I am out there, people that treat me normally like my own family and all of that. And I'm really happy to say that I do have people like that around me now. People that would just say, I don't know who No Tricks is.
Yeah.
Look at your videos and I'm looking at this person that I'm always here with. Those are two different people. That's like, who's that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Being Munlunjalo and then now having to work in my plans. Like you just recently collaborated with Farah Clothing. Congratulations on that. And how is that whole journey, Magic? And Hanijani, I forgot to say.
Well, I can say it was a friend's referral.
Yeah.
Like I said, Khalid, you choose people that you need to be around you and people that are gonna benefit your brand in a way.
Yeah.
So the friend that I have saw that there's someone that they know that has this. I can assist with promoting their brand, and they can also assist with crossing.
Oh, yeah.
So we came to an understanding. They asked me to be an ambassador for their clothing brand. We are both winning in this situation. Yeah.
Exactly, because I did see, and whether they have dope merchandise.
They
And,
do. You should buy it.
yeah, definitely.
People should buy.
We even going to leave the name there, but do you want about it?
Yes.
On it?
Yes. Most definitely.
It's actually quite really nice, and being in this sense where now people might have what actually goes on behind shakes, what actually goes on behind being a DJ, and. So it's also you've once at least the song.
Yes.
I'm sure a lot of people don't know that.
They
What
do.
the song is.
There's a whole lot of conflicts regarding that song. I went to record it somewhere. I paid for everything, but then there was where I was supposed to publish it under the record label. They wanted a huge percentage for something that I paid for. And the backing vocalist also wanted a certain percentage, but I'm the only one that paid it. So I decided that I'm not gonna fight this thing. I'm not gonna make a whole scene out of it. If they feel like they want the song, they can take it and do whatever. But since it has it hasn't been making rounds at all.
So speaking of that, are we getting is there any time soon so we can get like project from you? And
Yes, there's an EP coming.
wow, you've heard it yet. An EP.
there's an EP coming. I've made relationships with people that are in TV and media and all of that. So this is me paving a way for when I finally release something. Now I can go to people and ask that they push certain things for me in newspapers, in TV, adverts. They could really advise me on how to do certain things. Yes, I would have to pay for services, but then now it would be easier because now I know the right people.
Start getting into this field, or you wish you knew earlier before in terms of where you are right now?
In this industry, nobody is your friend.
Yeah.
Nobody is your friend. They're your colleagues. Work with them. Allow them to work with you. They must pay you your worth. Don't rate yourself low. Always be your true self. Be true to yourself. There's nobody that you need to pretend for. And stop allowing just anyone to come close to you. Some people don't even like you. They're coming into your life to destroy you. And then there are those that just want, people that want to help you will not want to infiltrate your personal life. People that come to benefit you in any way, they will not come here asking questions about, oh, where do you stay? Are you married? Are you single? How many kids do you have? They won't ask those questions. What they want to know is anything related to the brand and how they can assist. That's it. Those ones that make small talk and want to know you personal. Dangerous.
Guys, maintaining that. So there's actually a thin line when it comes to now Mundo getting into your space and the importance of setting boundaries.
Boundaries. That's the word. Boundaries.
Yes. So do we get to be more for in instances where it's like, okay, now you are taking yourself as serious as the brand you are. Like, how firm must your boundaries be? Like, okay, everyone knows and I that those relationships you have, like you were saying, the other DJs, the club owners, whatever. In terms of boundaries, how do you know that, okay, man, okay, now I'm being too much, or now I'm being, how do you just go about that? Okay.
What must come first is you being comfortable with something. The moment you start being uncomfortable about something, then it means that they're overstepping your boundaries. It means that you're selling yourself short. There's something that's not right. You need to be comfortable. You need to be happy. If you're unhappy about something, somebody's overstepping boundaries.
Yeah.
There's a difference between someone being persistent and somebody being disrespectful.
Are you even got this speechless thing? I know what you think. No way. But I'm sure, like from the episode we just had and the whole conversation, Jay, from realizing how much it takes, it's just the name alone, it carries so much weight.
Yeah.
And you maintaining it and whatever. So in terms of maybe somebody who has such an idea, or who is that type of person who's venturing into the same industry as you, what advice would you give to those type of people and those ones that aspire to be you? Or what advice would you give to those people?
I have your own identity. You can't be like everyone. There's someone that's already in the industry. You need to be different. That's what sells you. You need to be very, very different. Somebody came and created Amapiano. They were different and it made them mad. Somebody came and started introducing rapping on Amapiano songs. That made them different. That sold them. That was the aim. It was them being real and true to themselves. So you cannot want to be like me. You do not know how I started everything. You don't know the foundation. You don't know my support system. You don't know what works or doesn't work for me. Or after 5 years, where am I seeing myself? You'll just fumble and you'll lose yourself. Just be true to yourself. Know exactly what you want. If you just want to be famous, then be famous. But if you want this thing to be timeless, there's a whole lot of work you need to do.
Yep. Because when on almost a closing note, this thing that I've always wanted to ask, like we were talking earlier on, the gimmicks that go behind, because I can see also in the industry in DJ, there's a lot of performances now, gimmicks and whatever. So in terms of how do we separate from the talent and the whole mediocre in terms of, okay, One, because you can get somebody Lonimali and just push a certain person because they want them to be there. But the talent then, how important is that part?
You know, as of late, talent is nothing if you do not have the right social media management.
Oh,
Now social media will sell you. That's why we are all adjusting to marketing on social media. We are all adjusting to even like doing radio only is not enough anymore. Doing TV only is not enough anymore. There must be a hype around your name on all social media platforms in order for you to make it. That's why you see a lot of these dancing DJs, big bums, and all of that. It's not about the art anymore. You see, so if you are into arts and you're into music and you enjoy music, you can tell the difference between a gimmick and someone that's actually for the arts, of which lately it doesn't even matter.
yeah, conspiracy lately.
It doesn't even matter. You know, those people, they don't even make too much of an effort when it comes to anything. They just need to go on social media, post a half naked picture. Next week there's a booking. Yeah, there's DJ Temba, yeah.
And most
Yeah, they're being shirtless. Yeah, they're being shirtless and they're lusting over you. Obviously, they're gonna come. You see, that's because now you know strip and be naked.
So that's meaning when it comes to talent and seeing how the industry is in terms of like we're seeing how much sex is selling.
Yeah.
We can if the talent is there or the actual art is really there, it can surpass all of that.
Yes. I've remained. They came and went. I remained.
But how many years has it been?
It's been more than 10 years, eh?
Yeah.
But I've been dodging fame. Dodging fame. Fame comes with a lot. You lose your privacy. You lose your privacy because now people want to know about your love life. They want to know who your father is. They want to know who your brother is. They want to know where you stay. Now they know where you stay. They pass by your house taking pictures. Yeah, you mustn't see her like this. Yeah.
But how do you normally deal with those type of comments per se, like saying maybe you're on Twitter and you're on blast type of situation? Okay.
I don't get to deal with them because I never show anyone where I stay. I never invite just random people to where I stay. Only people that I really trust and people that are in my immediate circle would know where I stay and would know who my family members are, would know. A lot of people don't even know who my father is. They don't know what he looks like.
Yeah.
They don't know what my grandfather looks like. A lot of people don't know anything about me. They know me. They know the brand. They know I'm a DJ. They see me at clubs. They see me doing all sorts of things, dancing on tables, doing whatever. But, but they don't know anything about me. They know me, but they don't know anything about me. And I'd like to keep it like that. That's why I'm dodging fame.
But for how long though? Because they're one man, you are. But
it's manageable. It's manageable.
so one last question I want to ask. We did mention the whole thing of you going to Zanzibar, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I wanted to talk in terms of how much the municipality, the government per se, plays a role in terms of when it comes to musicians or artists in terms do they get that much support?
Well, it depends on how hard you've worked on your brand. It depends on who you know. It depends who you associate with. It depends on how visible you are. You see, sometimes you do free gigs just for you to look busy. And now people are going to notice that this person is always busy every week. Now, if they get to do something, they have no choice but to book you. They do assist here and there, but you know, it's you can't help everyone. Hence, there's always like fights. There's always riots about something. There's always someone fighting about something. But all these departments, they're trying their level best. They're doing what they can, where they can, you know. If tomorrow you can decide that you want to do an event, you must do the first one, the second one, and then come back with a proposal with pictures and everything. Go to the department of whatever, your choice. You give them a proposal. Then you attend whatever meetings that they want you to attend. You may be just in luck.
Yeah.
They may sponsor your event. They might sponsor you fully or half or whatever, but you may be just in luck. And also maintaining good relationships with those people that are in those departments and people that are outside of that department is going to land you in good standing when it comes to all those funding. Yeah.
No, you know what? Once again, thank you really so much.
Thank you.
Like I would say, I can't emphasize it enough. Would say, it's too long of a tune. Yeah, it's
Yes.
bruh,
Yeah.
a whole 2 years. But I'm just wishing you really, really all the best. So, and like again, I can't thank you more than enough. But yeah,
Thank you for having me. Yeah, it's been fun.
it's been fun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was on a swing. I had ice cream.
Things,
On Facebook, I use my government names. Noma Kuku, no tricks. Movie. On Facebook. On Instagram is DEEJAY_ no tricks with an X. On Twitter, it's @notrixsa. On TikTok is DJ_notrix_SA. Bookings is 0782231540. It's also on WhatsApp. No calls after 7 p.m. No, don't call me.
I wrote that. And yeah. No, thanks again, guys. And that was a wrap for our episode. See you in the next one. Cheers. Oh.